Well, Julie, as you said, these are very, very difficult reports to read through. I did also read through the Ontario report yesterday and the Quebec report this morning. This is very difficult to not only to take note of, but certainly to accept in Canada, a developed economy, a developed society, where we absolutely need to take better care of our seniors. And that's why, as the Prime Minister repeatedly said this morning, we need to have a very serious and collaborative discussion on how we look after our seniors in the weeks, the months, and the years to come. He also said that this conversation opens up all options, as we must and as we should do, and therefore we will have to work together and speak respectfully of each other's jurisdictions, but also work respectfully with each other to make sure that our seniors get better care.
Okay, so that doesn't sound like it is off the table. So, second question. As you know, Revera is the second largest private chain in the country, which is under the Crown Corporation that reports to you. The federal cabinet also appoints an auditor to Revera, a financial auditor. And I'm wondering, because of all the problems that exist in long-term care homes, including those ones, are you considering appointing a health auditor who would make sure that quality of care was underway?
Well, your question is extremely relevant, given the reports we've received yesterday and today, which remind us again of the importance to acknowledge the very difficult circumstances in which too many of our seniors have been going through in the last few weeks. But that also speaks to the difficult circumstances in which many of them were finding themselves prior to the crisis. Those circumstances perhaps were slightly less serious because of the absence of COVID-19, and they might have been less visible because, unfortunately, the lives of these seniors are often hidden from the media and public view. And therefore, that calls upon the government, as I said just a few moments ago, to look at all options. Regarding Revera and the Public Sector Pension Investment Board, PSP, as we call it, is an independent organization. It's an arm's-length organization with two layers of independence. First layer is at the appointment committee, the nomination committee for the members of the board. That committee is separate from the government, and it makes recommendations that are independent of the government's views. And then the board members actually nominated, of course, are also independent. There are so two different layers of independence to protect the independence and the integrity of PSP. But as with all institutions, we expect PSP, as well as other organizations, to be mindful of the situation that we're now learning more about and to do what is right for themselves and for Canadians.